Crystal Neath, your intuitive tarot reader, and I'm here with your February 17th, 2020 daily reading. Let us all breathe first because today Mercury stations retrograde. Okay. And so I kind of was talking about this energy a little bit earlier about how the Mercury retrograde is causing interruptions. It causes you to be scatterbrained, to have a hard time finding your words. Electronics glitch. You'll type a paper, it'll just disappear and delete. You'll be in a kind of moody, in your own world, daydreaming type of phase. Okay. So it's okay. So from February 17th until basically the end of March, I need everybody to be nice to themselves. I need you to rest when you feel the need to rest. Take a break. Don't overthink things. Kind of unplug a little bit. Just put things on autopilot. And when you can, take that time of isolation and connect spiritually. The thing about Pisces energy is that it's very, very spiritual. And it helps you be very intuitive. Like, this is a very psychic period. But it's also a period to where you're going to have a harder time finding your words and getting your thought process together. It's not the time to write a book or a paper, start a business, initiate anything new. Okay. And do what you feel. Always trust your divine connection with the higher power, but that's always my advice with the Mercury retrograde. Okay. So especially in Pisces, but I feel that it will be peaceful. I know that it can be confusing and kind of like, oh my God, mental breakdown. What the hell is going on? But I feel that it will bring calmness and peace over our lives. I really do. Okay. So let's get into it. Let's get into the overall energy for February 17th. That card wanted to come out. Move that over. February 17th. Overall energy around February 17th. You'll notice things about yourself and about your life and the way that you maybe talk or do things that you didn't recognize before. Just little details that you missed come back around. It's a great time to re-edit things within your life though, okay? Overall energy of February 17th. What is the last card of the day? The Page of Wands, upright. All right, so we have the Emperor in reverse, the Six of Swords in reverse, and the Page of Wands, upright. All right, so the Emperor in reverse is the angry father. This is like you did something bad and now you got to get home and face daddy. And he is not happy. You snuck out the house and it is a hot mess. And the Emperor in reverse is dad being pissed, not understanding. The Emperor in reverse, though, shows the lack of authority that we're going to want to deal with this day. And I'll explain a little bit. Most days we don't mind, like, okay, a boss, you're the boss, whatever, you make rules. I find with the Emperor in reverse, it makes us lack structure, not want to report to the boss, questioning why do we even have bosses and hierarchies, and I'm just getting that vibe. Now also this can show that if you are a female, you can notice that the masculine energy in your life is really a little off today. The man in your life or the masculine energy within yourself to go and push forward. Once again, this is a direct message of not moving forward with new things on a day like this. Now, of course, like I said, trust your higher power. If you're like, no, I have to go, do what you feel like you need to. But the Emperor in reverse is saying that today is not the most structured day. So don't put too much work on yourself because it doesn't really give you the stamina to get it done, okay? And some of you all might be thinking back to father, to dad, hear from your father, things like that. Moments that deal with, like I said, you don't want to really stand up to authority today either. I know that sounds kind of bad, but just with the lack of clarity and the energy of the Emperor being in a bad mood, the worst thing is to ask a boss for a raise on a day where he's in a shitty mood or she's in a crappy mood. You want to wait till the boss is either in a serious mood to hear you out and actually take in what you're saying. Or if you're in a relationship, put that structure in place on a day where your partner is more alert and can retain what it is that you're saying versus just kind of things are going in one ear and out the other. Now, you have to watch your temper with the Emperor in reverse. This can be a bit of a tyrant, my way or the highway. Now, the next card is the Six of Swords in reverse, and this is all us wanting to go back home and be kids again. We don't want to pay bills. No, I'm joking. The Six of Swords is a card that a lot of us will be thinking about moving back home or going back to old ideas. And that's what I love about the Six of Swords. It's amazing when it's like, oh my gosh, I forgot I'm great at cooking. Or I forgot I started the YouTube channel. I've only uploaded 2 videos. Maybe I can start thinking about what content I want to make or start recording some things. Like I said, electronics glitch. You have to be patient. The Six of Swords in reverse is also saying it could be a slowdown in traffic today. You might even notice like there is just way more like traffic or accidents or something today. Like, what is going on? Six of Swords in reverse is definitely that vibe and that energy. Now, the Six of Swords in reverse, though, is saying going back to the past and keep taking yourself back to mental places that are not happy, how abusive your father was, or how much you lack authority or structure in your life. It doesn't help, okay? It just makes you feel crappy. The more you go back to what you should have done and you didn't do, it just makes you feel horrible. So the Six of Swords in reverse is saying instead, take a trip down memory lane. But ask the Page of Swords, the Page of Wands, I'm sorry, to assist you. Take a trip back down memory lane about maybe fun moments and things like that, but not deeper moments of my father wasn't there, or I miss my father. And I'm not saying you have to feel your feelings with energy like this, because as you see, we have a lot of fire and water. Fire and water makes steam. It is a lot of water in the Six of Swords, so it was meant for me to say that. It's a lot of water and fire today. A lot of energy that makes us steamy, which is passionate, but that could also be jumping into the wrong relationship, jumping into the arms of a lover who is not a lover you should be with. Now, what I do love is, even though it's not the day to act on those ideas, and you have to watch your temperament, because with the Page of Wands, it normally does give you the energy. I will say that. But you don't want to do so much that you have a frustrating day by the end of it, where you're like, oh, I just did too much. I'm pissed. You don't want that. So the Page of Wands is saying instead, I'm giving you inspiration. I'm giving you fire. I'm giving you love. I'm giving you this very innocent way of being. And we have to use it for good instead of negative. Be creative. Do something that makes you feel like happy, something that makes you feel happy, even if that's just eating a sandwich or that you normally don't buy. You're normally really strict about your budget and you get off track a little bit today. Paying for a $10 sandwich instead of a $2 sandwich is not going to break your budget for the month. Just do it. Like, when it comes to little things. Now, you don't want to just jump out there, because our energy is a bit childish, okay? Look at it. It's a little childish today. So the good things about that is that it can give us a nonchalant, dreamy energy. Negative side of that is that it can cause us to lack the structure we need and cause issues. So even though you might be feeling this like either like very playful energy to where you want to get a lot done, get it done. You can do it. The Page of the Page of Wands. See how I can't even get the names of the cards right? The Page of Wands is definitely like that energy. Like, if you feel like you need to get up and go. At least it'll tell you, even if you miss something or there's miscommunication, at least you'll know like, oh, I am glad I went up. I'm glad I went to the post office to see about my passport. I'm not going on the trip today because this isn't a good travel day, but I'm going to plan for that trip. I'm going to see how much it costs to get my passport renewed and different places that I can go. And that energy is great today. So I love this for those reasons. If you need to get a private reading with me, you can always do so by emailing me at crystalneath@gmail.com. Besides that, have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.